Hello, hello, happy Make It Monday. I have to jot down a note before I forget. Let's see. How's everyone doing tonight? See a couple people popping on. Let's see, there we go. I'm starting to see some people pop on. Just giving a few minutes to make sure I see some comments come through and that everyone can hear me. There we go, Marsha and Robin, Corinne and Barb. Hey, Barb, it's been a while since I've seen you on here. Hello, everyone. It's really cold here. I saw Barb said hello from cold, frozen Minnesota. It is cold here too. Hey, Jody. My goodness, so many people. I can't keep up with all the names scrolling by. So it's really cold here too. John and I have a wood boiler for our heat, and he has been filling it once a day. It's pretty efficient. That once a day has been enough. But today, when he went to fill it, it's supposed to be, I don't know what temperature the water is supposed to be, but it was like, I don't know, like 80 degrees cooler than it was supposed to be. So now he has to start filling it twice a day. Tomorrow it's supposed to be 4 below, I think, before the wind chill. So it's cold here too. I see so many people sharing and saying hello already. Welcome, everyone. I'm glad you could make it tonight for my Make It Monday Live. I'm playing with the really adorable Awesome Otters stamp set. This thing is cute. Got a few projects for you tonight with that. And really excited to play with this stamp set. So I think you're going to like what I have in store tonight. Two of the cards are sort of Stampin' on the fly because I saw some ideas and I quick cut some paper. So hopefully that all works out. Okay, so for those who don't know me, hi, welcome. My name is Rose Grunwald. I'm an independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up, which is just a fancy way of saying I'm your creative coach. I tend to make simple, stunning cards. I always feel weird saying stunning. Hopefully you all think they're stunning. But I like really sharp colors. I like to play on colors that coordinate really well together and do simple layouts. I am a busy, busy gal. And if you are a busy person as well and like to put cards together in no time at all, I think you will really love my layouts and my ideas. Any fun folds or things like that that I have are all things you can duplicate at home. That's my goal. I want you to be creative. Being creative has helped me find immense balance in my life, totally different from my 9 to 5, and I want to help others experience that as well. So I see lots of returning names here. Welcome back, everyone who is returning. If you're new, I love to connect with you as well. So let me know, hey, first time viewer or something along those lines. It's a perfect thing to comment because I give away prizes for viewing and for sharing my post. So sharing, if you comment that you shared and then hit that share button, whether you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, right down below is a share button. I appreciate that. That really helps build my small business. And that is a way that you can support me if you are not, if you don't need supplies and aren't interested in ordering from my online store after this live. Sharing my video helps support my small business as well. And I appreciate that. Also, if you are viewing, the only way for me to know that you viewed is for you to comment. So if you just leave a little comment, then that's how you get entered into the drawing for commenting. All right, I am seeing some people watching on YouTube as well. So just a reminder that I am live on both Facebook and YouTube. Whichever platform you prefer is what you can watch me on. So, and I can see both of your comments. So like Margaret just said hello from Louisiana, and Paula just said hello from Facebook, so I can see you both. Should we do prizes? I think we should get to prizes. What do we think here? Let's flip this around and get to prizes. Okay, we got 2 prizes tonight. My first one is a half a pack of this in color DSP. I actually ordered this by mistake when I was packaging up a class to go, and my mistake and loss is your gain. This is the one, the 2020 to 2022. So these are the outgoing in colors. The Bumblebee, Cinnamon Cider, Just Jade, Magenta Madness, and Misty Moonlight. So there's a half a pack here. It's cut down to 6 by 6. Actually, that's the size it comes. You just have a half pack here. This is for viewing, and this goes to Joan Mack. Joan Mack. Congratulations. And then for sharing, I have this. This is a celebration stamp set. I still have a few of these left from the fall. And this one is the Feels Like Home stamp set. It's never been used. This is brand new. Now, if you already have this stamp set, all I ask, and you win the prize, all I ask is that you pay it forward and give it to someone who would enjoy this stamp set. And the winner of that is Kathy Kelly. So congratulations, Kathy. Kathy is a YouTube viewer, shared my video. So thank you very much, Kathy. I, on my website, have a prize claim form. So up here in the corner, you can see my website, rosegrunwald.com. Across the top of the page is a link that says prize claim form. If you won one of these prizes, so Joan or Kathy, go ahead and go fill that out, and then I will work on getting that in the mail to you. Oh no, I just saw Julie mention her dog passed away. I am so sorry, Julie. That is so, so sad. Losing a pet is so difficult, and that, oh, I'm so sad. I'm so sorry to hear that, Julie. That's a very, very difficult loss. I hope that you are doing okay tonight, and I will be praying for you later. So sorry to hear that. Okay. Before I get to stamping, I just want a quick, what's going on here? Okay, just a quick reminder. I've got my Sweet Conversations class to go. You make 12 cards, 6 designs of each. I still have some availability to make kits. They've been going fast. I have a limited number that I can make, and we've got 5 days left of the pre-order. So I just want to remind you of that, because tonight we are using some of the products from in that class. So in that class to go, the Playful Pets Trim Combo Pack is included in it, and the Iridescent Rhinestone Basic Jewels. I'm going to use some of those in tonight's cards because they're so bright and fun and lively, and doesn't that go well with these Awesome Otters? Now, I don't know if you guys got a chance to see, but here are some of the cards that you get to make in that class. Isn't that adorable? Oh my gosh, so cute. Here's another one. Adorable. Let's see. Do I have another one in here? I do. Here's another one. This one does a little blending and some ink flicking. Gorgeous cards. I absolutely love the products in this class. I'm going to turn on one more light so we can see a little bit better here. Straighten this out a little bit. Okay, so let me grab my stuff for my first card. Got to get ready here. Okay. Now you can see I've got a bunch of stuff already die cut here. We are going to use, to be careful because I got some of these small hearts. So I have used my Sweet Conversations bundle from the class. Now, if you add on the Sweet Conversations bundle, you can get a free celebration item. And Awesome Otters, if this is the one you get, you'll be able to make all these cards with all the products that you have in your class. So I have die cut a couple of the little hearts, as you can see, from the dies. Set these aside, and I hope I don't lose that little red one. I die cut the little envelope, and you can see that it is kind of scored there. And then our card base here is Highland Heather, and I have another die cut heart, a white one. And then we've got a couple pieces of our designer series paper. This is probably my favorite pattern in the whole DSP package, so we're going to use that. I've got a piece of vellum here, and then I have a strip of the striped paper from the DSP pack, and then another strip of Highland Heather. So all of these papers, I don't even have a good sample for you. They all coordinate together. So like we've got, come on, you know, we've got like stripes and hearts. I love this one too. These hearts can be die cut from the hearts in the set. And here's that favorite one of mine. There's some here with candies and striping, all just like really fun, whimsical kind of Valentine's patterns. But a lot of these stripes I think would make good birthday cards, and like my niece would love this. Even if it's not Valentine's Day, she would just go crazy for that. So, you know, I'm going to have to make her a bunch of cards with this stuff. All right, I've got a Highland Heather card base here. This is just a half a sheet of cardstock, 5.5 by 8.5, and this is trimmed kind of funny. There, put a little schnibble of paper on the end there. And then this strip is a 1/2 inch wide, and it's the full height of the card. So it's a 1/2 inch by 5.5. This is a 1/2 inch by 5.5. And then this one is 3 3/4 by 5.5. So what we're going to end up doing is basically covering up our whole card base. And I like to do that sometimes with our pattern paper and just kind of let that steal the show. Jackie says she really likes Highland Heather in Valentine's cards. Yes, and it really goes really well with the colors of the stamp set. Okay, so the first thing I want to do, so these are going to go next to each other on our card. And because our ribbon is not wide, it's kind of a thin ribbon, I want to break up these patterns a little bit with a solid piece of cardstock. So what I'm going to do is glue this behind this layer here, and it will overlap our striped pattern. I need to be able to wiggle this to make sure that it's kind of even. So I'm going to use my liquid glue for this. And usually I use my Seal or Seal Plus, but for this, I really want some, like literally, I want some wiggle room to make sure that I can get this layer exactly how I want it. So I am using the liquid glue, and that's a little tip if you need to kind of move things around. I don't want a lot showing, I mean just a little bit. Just enough for us to break this up with solid color. There we go. Doesn't look like much on the back, but on the front. That looks cute. Just like so. Okay, while I wait for that to really be good and dry, I'm going to glue my strip of striped pattern here to my card base. Now you might notice I've got this funky looking gray thing here that I'm using as I glue. This is a silicone craft sheet, and it keeps my surface free from glue schnibbles and all the stickiness that glue leaves behind. So if I get glue on here, it just can scrape right up. I actually am going to adjust this just a little bit because I notice I am stamping off screen here. There we go. Doesn't that look cute just the way it is with this little like book binding? All right. And so you can see when I glue this on that this solid piece is going to break up those patterns just ever so subtly. All right, and I can use my seal for this. Now, if you're new to using Seal or Seal Plus, you may want to use liquid glue for this. That's okay. You don't have to use the same adhesive that I'm using. You know, truthfully, any of our Stampin' Up! Adhesives are going to work just fine. I love the Stampin' Up! Adhesives. I've never had any issues with any of my stuff arriving at anyone's address not in good condition or layers coming apart. In fact, I went through and my mom had a craft sale this summer, and I packaged up a bunch of cards that I had made, and some of them were from years ago, and the adhesive was still in absolutely perfect condition, like literally perfect condition. And so I just have been so impressed with it that that's all I will use. I will only use Stampin' Up! Adhesives. Okay, now we're going to make a little envelope here. And I'm going to grab a mini glue dot. Actually, no, I think I'll use just a little bit of this. Melanie says, do you use Seal Plus? I do. And actually, Melanie, I'm glad you asked that because for those of you who are new to the glue, like the tape runner glues, you may find that Seal Plus is a little bit easier to use. It would be probably a good idea if you haven't used tape runners for glue, adhesive tape runners before, to start with Seal Plus. And it's just a gentle touch is all you need to get it flowing. But that's kind of what for those interested in switching over to tape runners or just starting out, I really recommend starting with the Seal Plus. It's got a little bit less of a learning curve to it. Okay, now, you're watching me here, probably thinking, where the heck are those darn cute otters? Well, we're going to stamp with them right now. I need to grab a scrap here of basic white. And now we're going to finally do some stamping. I'm going to do some coloring too. So let me grab my markers. I should have gotten these out ahead of time. I'm going to do crumb cake. So I'm going to get light and dark out. And then I think for his fish, I'm going to try and bring in, we got petal pink. I don't know if I have, and this one is fruity flamingo. Yeah, petal pink I think will work. Okay. grab this otter. So here's the Awesome Otter stamp set. This is free with a $50 purchase during celebration. Also, if you add on the Sweet Conversations bundle to your class to go, you qualify for a celebration item. Otters is one of them you could get. You also qualify if you add on my amazing adhesive pack. I don't know if you guys have seen this before, but this is my amazing adhesive pack. You get this fun little zippered pouch, perfect for traveling to crops or something like that, keeping at your desk. It includes a pack of dimensionals, a roll of tear and tape, a package of Stampin' seals, so you get to try that out. We all need a pack of the liquid glue or a bottle of that. It's got this cute little 6-inch ruler. I have like 3 of them floating around because I use them all the time. A sand eraser for correcting ink errors, and an adhesive eraser for if you need to kind of pull something up and that adhesive is stuck there. So you can add that onto your class, and I'll ship it all together. And when you add that on, you also get to pick a celebration item. This one has 6 stamps in it, 3 of the otter images, this cute little birthday hat, and then a couple sentiments. Now, because we are, I like to use my Pierce net. Because we are stamping, or we're going to do coloring with our blends, we want to make sure we're using our Memento ink pad. That's the one you use for coloring with the blends. If you are watercoloring, you will want to use the StazOn. So, all right, we're going to grab our petal pink. I gotta look here which one is light. This one's light and this one is dark. And we're gonna color in his fish. So I'm just going in with the dark in a couple spaces. So get just a tiny bit of shading on them. Now, for those that are new to our blends are alcohol markers. Another brand of alcohol marker you might have heard of is the Copics or Copics. These are alcohol markers just like those are, and they're all in the coordinating Stampin' Up colors. So some people like to go with light first and then do the dark shading and come back and blend with the light. Some like to go with dark first and come in with the light after that. They're so forgiving. It really is totally up to you how you do this. I'm going to do his nose next. So for his nose, I'm just going to follow the shading of the stamp set for the dark. This dark is basic black. And then we'll do light basic black. Corrine says the otters are adorable, and I agree with you. Melanie loves the otters. Who has the otters? Do a lot of you already have the otters? All right, so now light crumb cake. Come in with my light here. I'm going to color his belly. I usually use the more fine tip end when I'm coloring than the brush tip, unless it's like a super big area that I'm coloring in. So while I'm coloring, I think it'd be fun to do our questions, or at least one of our questions. I know Robin is always really good at reminding me. I haven't seen her on here yet. So first question of the night, my favorite one. What Stampin' Up color are you wearing tonight? got a lot of gray going on. I got a basic gray shirt and smoky slate sweater. And I have real red pants. Okay, coming in with our dark now. So what Stampin' Up! Colors are you wearing tonight? Now I'm not coloring in his tail right now. Show you why in a minute. The cool thing about blends, it may be subtle, but you can change the tone by going over an area with the same color, and it will lighten the tone as well. Oh, Robin is here. I see Robin, basic black and balmy blue. Awesome. I find that when I look at, like, notice people's clothes or like a paint color for someone's walls or something like that, I tend to notice that I think of them in Stampin' Up! Colors. That's funny. Okay, so let's trying to finish him up. It's hard for me to color and talk at the same time. Looks like white. Real red, black, and smoky slate. That sounds fun. When my husband and I were going to repaint our living room, I took him up to my Stampin' Up! Colors, and I was like, these are the colors I'm thinking. It was really funny. All right. So now I'm just in a few areas and just going back in over where I already colored to bring in a little shading. That's what's kind of fun about the blends. You can do that after the fact too. Okay, so we got our otter here. And some of you are going to scream when you see what I'm about to do. And some of you are going to be okay with it. I'm going to zoom this in just a little bit. Okay. We're going to fussy cut them. Okay, so we'll just come in. And here's the cool thing about the otters. They're super easy to fussy cut. Now, I'm not including these little water waves around him. Just going around his little body here. Keeping these little hairs in there. And cutting off that tail too. I don't need all these pieces in here. Just going to get in a little bit tighter by this ear. Okay, here we go. Oh, I see some older Stampin' Up! Colors, like some retired ones. Brilliant Blue, Daffodil Delight, and Berry Vanilla. That sounds like a fun combo, Jocelyn. Okay, so we've got our otter here, and here's what I'm going to do with him. Hopefully this petal pink matches. Does it match? Not a ton, but close enough. We're sticking our otter here inside of this little envelope. So I don't need his tail, which is why I didn't color it in, because the tail is going to be hidden here in our little package. Now this thing wants to curve this way, so you're going to have to kind of play around with this to figure out how you get the otter in kind of the way you would like. Joey says, I think I need to sharpen my scissors. You make fussy cutting so easy. Yeah, mine are super sharp. Okay, so we're going to stick him in here. And I don't want him to go anywhere, so I'm going to grab a couple glue dots. And we're going to stick those on the bottom of him. Now he's peeking out of this little Valentine's envelope to say hello to us. Okay, and I'm just going to slide this in here. Close that up. And then I'm going to grab a little glue dot for my little heart that I die cut. A little easier with my take your pick tool. Okay, and then we're just going to stick that heart right here on our envelope. Okay. All right, now I have got a piece of vellum here. And what we are going to do is, first thing I want to do is glue down this heart. So we're going to layer. We're going to do some layering. I'm going to do the heart, the white heart, the otter, and then this purple heart is going to go here. So let's glue this white heart down first. This. And then before I glue anybody else down, I really want to use the, I think I want to try this red one. How will this look? I think this will look cute. We're going to do our red. The otter is so cute. Yeah, totally. Totally so cute. When my niece was 2, she had this saying whenever she saw babies or cute little trinkets or something, she would say in this cute little toddler voice, so cute, so cute. And it was gosh darn adorable. Okay, I cut this way too long. I always do that. Okay, I'm wrapping this around here. And then I'm going to tie this in a bow. I really don't want this to curl up and be difficult, so I'm going to do a knot first. Okay. And then I'll tie this in a bow. Hey, Kathy, welcome. Kathy's watching from Minnesota, too. You guys are getting all the cold weather before we get it here in Wisconsin. It's like how it always happens. You guys get all the snowstorms. The weather usually moves west to east, but you get all the snowstorms and all the cold, and then you pass it on to us. Okay, I'm going to save these because they might be long enough to use for something else. All right, so we've got our, what is this? Ribbon trim tied around. And now I'm going to stick my otter on here with dimensionals. So let's get a couple dimensionals on here. I don't want him to go anywhere. We're going to be above 0 for the rest of the week. A nice change. Well, it sure sounds like it. That would be a nice change. Okay, so we are putting our otter on here. And now I've got this heart, and I want to do a little stamping. This one, the one that goes in the heart, says love you. Okay, I did my die cutting first, so hopefully this will be centered. Oh, pretty darn good. Okay, and what I want to do here is I want to stick this on our otter, but I want this to be even kind of with the edge of the card. So I'm going to put a glue dot on this side and a dimensional on the other side. And the other side isn't super wide, so I'm going to use, gasp, the edge of a dimensional. We all know I hate the edges. If you haven't watched me before, let me tell you, I hate the edges of dimensionals. I know it's crazy. I know I'm not supposed to hate them, but my type A personality really just likes the nice hexagon dimensionals. That's just what I like. Okay, and so we are putting that on here. And now we're going to stick this here on our card front. And you can do it one of two ways. You can pop it up on dimensionals, or you can glue it direct. It's totally up to you. I'm going to pop this up on dimensionals. So I'm going to flip this over, and I'm going to put dimensionals where it's already being covered up by other stuff so that you can't see them through on the other side. And this will stick. Okay, we'll do this right in the center. Like this. Okay, so there it is. And you know we can't go without bling, and if you order my class to go, you got all these iridescent rhinestones sitting around here. So here we go. We're going to use them. Put one of these here. Filling in some of these empty spaces. One here. I feel like one needs to go here. One here. Okay, there's card number 1. This is our most difficult card of the night. So I got this one out of the way first. What do you think? You love it? Of course, you're going to want to stamp some piece of basic white to go on the inside. Should we do that quick? Let's see. This might even be the right size. Hey, it is. So it says, we've got the otters. Let's do him on the inside again. Where the heck did my, there we go. Let's have him popping in from the corner. And then let me grab my, this is totally Stampin' on the fly. I'm looking for my Highland Heather. And I'm gonna grab a heart. I love the shading of these hearts. And I want my real red, so we're gonna bring in that color too. Terry says, I think stamping on the inside finishes the card. I agree. Kathy says, the otter's cute, but I just don't do Valentine's. You know what's great about that, Kelly, is that even if you're not like a I send Valentine's kind of person, this card, I feel like, could be used for about anything. Like I said, my niece, she would love this card. She would love to get it in the mail. In fact, I'm probably going to send it to her because I do love her. And even if it doesn't say Happy Valentine's Day, I can just send a card that says love you. So that, I think, is what's really super cool about this Sweet Conversations paper, is that if you just wanted to do bright, fun, like love cards or birthday cards and pair it as like a fun celebration birthday set, oh my gosh, you totally can so easily. It works really well for that. Okay, there we go. There's our inside. So our first card's done. Margaret says that card is so stinking cute. I know, that otter peeking out of there. Love it. Absolutely love it. I maybe should have done the fish in red. That would have been fun. But okay, so there's our first card of the night. Our next cards are a little bit Stampin' on the fly. I don't need this anymore. All right, so for our next card, I don't need these blends. Let me do a little bit of cleanup really quick here. I need to probably move my blends thing over because it's too far for my reach. Very cute card. Thank you, everyone. Yeah, the vellum really breaks up the pattern on those hearts. All right, so I got out one of my trusty note cards, and we are just going to do a sweet, simple card with our note card. So when you get a package of note cards and envelopes, I don't know how many, 20 come in one, I think maybe. They already come scored. The envelopes come with. The bases are like a thick, like a basic white thick. Super simple to put together. They're a little bit smaller than our standard cards. So the finished size of these is 3.5 by 5. And I've got a piece of DSP here that's 3.25 by 4 3/4. Just like this. And that's going to go on our front here, just kind of centered in. But before we do that, we're going to be wrapping some ribbon and all sorts of stuff. So from the Sweet Conversations bundle, so the dies that come with it, let me find out what these dies are called. I forget. Sweethearts dies. I die cut this tag. And I also die cut 2 of these hearts, one in Real Red and one in Highland Heather. These over here so I don't lose them. I'm cleaning off my stamps here. Okay, and on this tag, we're going to stamp an otter. So I'm going to grab this guy right here. He's adorable. He's hanging out. He's got his arms open wide, ready to give someone a hug, it looks like. We're doing blends again, so I'm going to use my Memento ink pad. All right. And we are going to stamp him kind of at an angle here, like this. Yep, just like that. So we don't quite have his full body in there. Right now I have got some smoky slate here. So I'm going to come in with my light smoky slate. I'm just mixing up the colors a little bit here on our otter. Okay, and then we will come in with our dark. Yep, that brush tip. I tried. Makes me nervous. Now I picked Smoky Slate because I thought it would go really well with the colors of this card. Hopefully it does. Let's coloring him in. Should we do another question while I'm coloring? I think, let me look at my next question. So my next question here is, so a new catalog just came out. I would like to know what products are at the top. What of all of the new stuff, Celebration, Spring Catalog, or JJ Mini Catalog, which of those products are your favorite? Which of those products are your favorite? What's the number one on your wish list, I should say? What is the number one product that's new on your wish list? Okay, we're using our black and white striped trim because it goes so great with this purple paper, this Highland Heather. And what I'm going to do is Okay, I'm going to tie that, and then I am going to come in here, stick this on our tag, just like this. Bring it over to the side just a little bit. And I'm going to tie this little tag on to our card front, just like this. Snip our ends. Bear stamps and the marble paper. Ooh, yeah, the marble paper is really something. Okay, and now I want to come in here with my Happy Valentine's Day. I am making this one a Valentine's Day card. And I've got a couple strips of, well, there are scraps of basic white here. And I'm going to stamp this here. If you aren't a Valentine's Day fan, you can just swap this out for something else. Bernetta says so many. The Easter Bunny is super adorable. Rain Boots bundle, hexagon dies. I have seen, Marcia asked, is that trim still available? Yep, it is. I double checked the inventory status report before I came on here. I've seen so many gorgeous cards with those hexagon dies. Like, absolutely stunning cards with them, for sure. Okay, I think I'm just going to trim this down just a touch. And this too. There we go. I'm not looking for perfection. In fact, I don't even want it perfectly straight. Hey, Missy, long time no see. I hope you're doing well. Wildlife Wonder or Grassy Grove? Yeah, love both of those. All right, so we've got our Happy Valentine's Day here. I gotta think about how I want to do this. Should we just put it on the bottom of a card like that? Or do we want to stick it right on the tag? I kind of like it on the tag. Kind of like it on that tag. Let's see if we can do this. The otter is too cute to cover. He is pretty cute. Let's see. Happy Valentine's Day. Oh, everyone is saying on the bottom. Do you think I can get this off? I don't know. I think I'm going to have to cover him up. Well, when you get this stuff, you guys can. When you make this one at home, you can put it on the bottom. For sure. Everyone says the bottom. That's funny. Okay, happy Valentine's Day. Just stick that on the corner here. Try not to cover them up too much. And then we got these hearts here. So here we are back to our, I have a third card and I don't think we're going to be able to get to it tonight, you guys. I've already kept you an hour. These took me way longer than I thought. I think I may stop after these cards because I already see tons of people dropping off here. Like, you're keeping me too long, Rose. These took way longer than I thought they would. Okay, so I've got two, oh geez, two of these with glue dots. And I'm going to put one in each of his hands. And then we need to glue him on. To our card front. I hope that this works. Okay, just like this. Okay, so there, that'll stay closed. And then we need a little bling. And then put this over here. Up here? Yeah. There we go. So there is card number 2. And he kind of flaps around like a fun little tag. What do you think? You could, if you don't want him to flap around, you could absolutely put like some dimensionals behind him here, but I got him tied on there pretty good. So there is card number 2. Yeah, we're already at an hour, so I think I'm going to save card number 3. Maybe I will put it together and post it as a Facebook post later this week. Yep, I'm going to call her a night because I've kept you long enough, and I didn't even do a bunch of gabbing. I just did Stampin. So here's our 2 cards tonight. Aren't they adorable? Oh my gosh, those otters are cute. They look so cute with our pretty Sweet Conversations bundled paper. I can't even remember what the heck this paper is even called now, of course. So I'm trying to get at it so I can tell you. It's called, oh my gosh, Sweet Talk. That's what it is, our Sweet Talk Designer Series paper. If you don't have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I would love to earn your business. When you purchase from my online store, that's what helps keep me bringing inspiration to you. And if you are going to place an order, I would so appreciate if you would use this host code. This is my January 2022 host code. If you're watching this after January of 2022, that host code is not valid anymore. No worries. You can still place an order with me. Go to www.rosegrunwald.com. Across the top, there's some links for ordering. Otherwise, in the description for this video, I've got a link that'll take you right to my online store. And there's a link for my Sweet Conversations class to go if you are wanting to get in on that. So you'll get to make 12 cards, 6 adorable, unique, beautiful designs. And when you add on the bundle, you can purchase a celebration item. If you purchase those otters, you will be able to make the cards in this class, this live stamping class tonight. I'm going to work on getting the photos of these cards and all the measurements up on my blog so that you can recreate these and have all those measurements at your fingertips when you go to make these on your own. And of course, you can swap out any other designer series paper if this is sold out and you want to mimic these cards. All right. That's it for tonight, everyone. Thanks for watching. Thanks for joining me live. I have so much fun stamping with all of you. I will be live again right here next Monday at the same time, 7 o'clock Central Standard Time on both Facebook and YouTube. I appreciate your support of my small business and joining me tonight. I hope you all have a great week. If you're up north like me, I hope you stay warm. I hope everyone stays healthy, and I will be stamping again with you soon. Bye.